Let's go right across to our guest. Joining us, Shazia Ilmi, national spokesperson of BJP, is with us. Shalini Ali, national convener of the Muslim Rashtriya Manch, is also with us. Dr. Syed Hafiz, spokesperson of DMK, is with us. Faizan Kidwai, spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, is also joining us on the broadcast. Let me start with you first. Faizan, of course, we saw Akhilesh Yadav say that it is not appropriate to bring in non-Muslims into the Waqf board. But the argument that many will say is that since the Waqf boards also decide on what land, is with the Waqf, is not appropriate with the Waqf, isn't a better representation of different communities thereby justified, given that Waqf has such powers?
See, first of all, let me start by saying what Akhilesh ji has said very rightly, that BJP wants to bring this unconstitutional bill to please its frustrated hardcore communal supporters, maybe keeping in mind the elections, assembly elections, which will be happening in Haryana and Maharashtra. See, Madhav, I'll tell you, I heard Mr. Lallan Singh ask that how is this bill anti-Muslims? I'll tell you, on one hand, the government says that it will do away with Waqf by use, but it will allow the same provision for the Hindu endowment boards. They will be allowed to use their property the way they want. See, first of all, Madhav, this is directly against the 7th schedule, which clearly mentions that anything related to property, either it be dispute or anything, that will be sorted out by the honorable courts. The legislature has no right to interfere in this. So this bill is extremely unconstitutional. It exposes the rotting, stinking, pathetic, divisive mentality of Bharatiya Janata Party. That's all I can say.
Okay.
And apart from that, Madhav, may I just complete my point?
Quickly conclude your point.
See, if there's any religious endowment, either it be minorities or majorities, it should be and it will be managed by the community itself. No outsiders are allowed, because if you do that, then it becomes a violation of Article 14, which talks about equality before law.
Freedom of religion, bill is multiple in violation rights, of Article 25 and 26. Article 25, several such articles that are in violation when it comes to this particular provision. Shazia Ilmi, please respond to Faizan, who says that it's nothing but a blatant attempt at pushing a communal agenda, he says. Please respond to him.
In fact, the agenda has been communal in an adverse way, and the fact of the matter is that Muslims today, as an economic group, are at the lowest rung of the ladder. If you look at the NSSO survey or PLFS, you will realize that socially, educationally, and financially, Muslims are the lowest rung. We don't need just Rajadhar Sachar committee to say that. But Muslims are also the richest. They are sitting on the largest land holding in India. So Muslims as a community have more land than any other community, because defense, which has got maximum land, followed by railways, they come under the government. So imagine the richest community in terms of land is also the poorest community. Now, how do you figure this out? Because of the central Waqf board, because of the 32 state boards, and the kind of corruption and nepotism that is happening on these land parcels, which are meant for betterment of the poor Muslims. If they only can enumerate how many schools, how many colleges, how many universities, how many scholarships, how much fees and allocation to fees of small children or shelter homes for the very poor, destitute women have been done by the Waqf board, I'll be very pleased. Let me tell you, let me call them out. Imagine it's a matter of great shame. All of them in the entire politics depends on discrimination against Muslim. Bichara Garib Musalman. But Musalman is very Amir. The Muslims seem to have more money than Ambanis and Adanis and the Godreges and Tatas put together. And yet they're the poorest. Why?
Okay, I don't know if that factually adds up, but yeah.